election wakavhoteri
No, unosapota party ipi wewe? Unosapota party ipi? Uri party ripi wewe? Uri party ipi? Choose uri party ipi?
Vabirira but you know, tinowabata next time but vabirira team rabirira vabirira birira ere iwe 7 aita 10 tawina takashanda takasenza tawina so president kada vakati ichoka party so wopundu unono kapost imomo mukati imomo tawina kuwina ere tawina takasenza takavarowa tawina. Wakavota ere Welcome to Road to 2023 general elections. Welcome to Prince Mila Entertainment TV. How are you guys doing? Streets. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Prince Mila Entertainment, Facebook, Prince Mila Entertainment, Facebook group, Prince Mila Entertainment TV. We're also available on Twitter at PMilaENT. Follow us on Twitter and follow back. We're not available again on Chamisa'S application. Our podcast it's a Prince Mila podcast, and so just look for us on Chamisa'S and be part of us. Welcome to another edition of Road to 2023 general elections here on Prince Mila Entertainment TV. And but at the moment we are focusing more on my by-elections. I recall March 2022, March 26 and 2022, yes, which is a few days from now. Yes, my by-elections are March 26. So we've been talking a lot weekly about my by-elections here on Road to 2023 general elections. We talked about violence, talked about Z-therapy. We talked about political parties launching their campaigns, their promises, and at the same time we talked a lot about Nyaya and Nyaya already these political parties to actually take over my by-elections March 26. But this week we are talking about Nyaya, my youth, and because in 2018 my youth ndowangwari a large number of people, and yes, ndowangwari a vote decider because my youth vagara vakawanda. So my by-elections are again we're gonna see a lot of youth coming out and actually vote on the voting day, and we really don't know how many youth are registered to vote for my by-elections are in 2022 March 26. And so before we start, I was gonna say we urge people to go out there and register to vote, because it is very important. It is very important for us to go out there and register to vote for my general elections that go next year 2023. My by-elections are vakaregister kuvhota vakadza kudhara vhota zvo rakavharwa dhara by-elections, but my presidential elections we urge people to go out there and register to vote, especially my youth. And my youth tinokurudzira kuti tiende tinoregister kuvhota because ramangwana redu aiwa riri maoko edu isusu andika. So today, which is the 9th of March 2022, yes, I saw this tweet trending on social media of Honorable Dr. Energy Mutodi. Who remember Dr. Energy Mutodi? Yes, I do remember him like yesterday. And I don't politics ka pale pamwe pekuti tinombopisa ndika kosa pale pekuti tinombotonhora so. And so we hope to see him and in the next 2 years or 3 years bouncing back, maybe if Zanu PF is still in power. And so he tweeted something which is very interesting, and which many people at the moment they do agree of what Dr. Energy Mutodi have said. And he said that Nelson Chamisa is gaining popularity because the Zanu PF old guard is fighting its own young men and women. My passionate plea is for Zanu PF to embrace its young people and taking new ideas and remain in power beyond 2023, and which is definitely true in my youth, and in my young women and young men, and my youth though vakabata mavhoti ese, and as really towards my elections at 2023, my youth. And so I went on Hope's Facebook page, of course, the man here to talk about this. He said that it is important to understand that Energy Mutodi is not speaking for himself. He is speaking on behalf of a young constituency in Zanu PF that knows the reality on the ground. The top 8 in Zanu PF represent the past, and the upper against Nelson Chamisa, whose group represent the future. The young Zanu PF cadres are aware that violence and rigging will not sustain Zanu PF's tighter grip on power. It will weaken it, and we have to face up a young, uncompromising Zimbabwean youth who are not relenting, as they know that 2023 is a do not die for them. With an 80-year-old leader at the top, ZANU-PF faces an uncertain future. And hashtag register to vote Zimbabwe, hashtag register to vote 2023. This is what Opel wrote regarding to the tweet yabva kuna Dr. Energy Mutodi. So guys, ngatitaure in the comment section. This is a road to 2023 general elections. Vamutodi vari kuti aiwa Vachamisa is getting more popularity because the ZANU PF and is losing, and is fighting its own young men and young women, whereby Kwa Chamisa, which is our Citizens Coalition for Change, they are embracing young, and the youth, the young men and women, and so imwe munozona sei is really towards panyaya general elections article in 2023. And so on my own views, on my own opinion, I still feel that when we look at Chamisa, he represents the youth. I mean, he's too young, and they've shown in those rallies that they've done already, and in Highfield, he did in Highfield, he did in Gweru, he also did in Kwekwe, he also did one in Blayo. That he's too young, and you could see the way he is giving his speech, the way he's talking, the way he's trying by all means to use the modern language. He's trying by all means to lure the young voters. At the same time, he's trying to embrace the old people too. And so ipapo va Energy Mutodi and one point when it comes to my youth, many youth are now looking forward to join CCC, or they're trying by all means to go to CCC, or they are behind Chamisa because of his youthful tone of saying things, his youthful way of doing things. And so chana nawanda my youth vachienda kuna Vachamisa compared to their counterparts, which is ZANU PF, whereby it's the same old, the same way Mugabe used to do back in the day. Those Ramba Shungodzogorova, Nana Idi, Nana Chiwenga. I mean, of course, they're trying by all means to bring in my socialists, Passion Java, Zimbinga, now my musicians and Waruku join as ZANU PF. They're trying by all means to entertain them. My rallies, they're trying by all means to lure as many people as possible. And it's not kutizone havasi kuzama kuunza vanhu my youth. No, they're trying by all means. And that's the reason why takaona last year, before last year, even if many socialists, many top people who are being followed on social media, they were allying themselves to ZANU PF. Even now, but they don't want to come out though, but they are allying to ZANU PF is because they are trying by all means to bring in the youth. Though pakaitaka meeting here yakanesa pa social media of Amai Muchangwa with the comedians, artists and everything like that. It was just a way of trying by all means to recruit as many socialists as possible, because they know that my youth akawanda arukuswera pa social media, arukuswera achitera vana maititi, vana madam boss, vana tatarishas. So why can we just bring those guys closer so that we can gain some people? And ndoimwe engo iri kuseenzeswa neZANU PF, but they're trying by all means actually to lure out young people to their side. And so someone saying that there's an amazing feeling that ignifies when people start speaking truth to power. ZANU PF is done for, and they know it. The young person in Zimbabwe right now knows that there is better, and they want better. And someone is saying that time for ZANU PF has long expired. Chamisa will lead Zimbabwe to greater heights in 2023. Say no to looting and plundering of natural resources. Hashtag them loot. And someone here that ndinoshamisika ndichinzwa someone who is in 20s saying EDP 2030 chinenge chichipo. How can a normal person say that he put his future on someone who is 80 years and still okay with it, even that person is 90 years? If it's not witchcraft, then in goes chete and they're EDN about 80 years. So if they're saying with the 2030 chipo, you'll be like 85 to 90 there. And it's the same age yeah Robert Mugabe back in the day. And it's saka pakaipa someone is saying that Zanu PF is moving zombie. They all know that the next year that yellow has taken over. That's why they are not encouraging people to register to vote. And pakaipa someone is saying that we want a better future. We are tired of being used abroad. They actually know we're desperate immigrants. We miss home. We were busy playing around with money. And yes, there's another point again. Most of the youth, Mazuano Zakwitika, which is a reality on the ground. Most of the youth are in diaspora. And they are in diaspora. Mwanango pedza chikoro chete kana dzongwa. Some they're even coming to South Africa to educate education here. Some they're going to Botswana, some Mozambique, some UK, some USA. It depends. And some mayuta akawanda ari kubuda zvakare kune dzimwe nyika balls. Akutonewo kuti even if akapedza chikoro ari muZimbabwe macho hakuna mabasa, there's no employment. I mean, the government have failed to create opportunities for many youth out there. Vazhinji muZimbabwe vari kungohasila kutengesa airtime kuti asese ndokurarama kwacho. And so mutonemera kuti some people, some young people have lost hope. Zvasiyana nekudhara papa kudhara in the early 80s, just after the liberation struggle. Vanasekuru nana mai nana tete vaiti vakapedza chikoro kumusha opinda mudhorobha oenda kusaka tatonotsvaka mabasa kumaindastri aya ari kurugare aya otsvaka basa kuNRZ, kuCan Foods izi. But mazuva ano manje mwana achingopedza chikoro chete anenge atobereka bhegi atoti inini kana passport handina ndakutonojamba border, I'm going to South Africa. There are many youth who are now in South Africa. Some of them, unfortunately, Arukufa due to many things in SA. And South Africa is a very, very dangerous place. But anyway, there's a topic for another day. So you were just saying that most of the young people, they are now illegal immigrants in neighboring countries. So it's one of those situations that we need a better Zimbabwe so that they can come back to Zim. And hapana chinombonakidza kuti munhu wese odzoka muZimbabwe totanga kuvaka Zimbabwe tichisimudzira Zimbabwe hedu. The end is near for Zanu PF. Please no GNU and then hapana government of national unity. The end is near for Zanu PF. And so guys, ngatitaure in the comment section, do you think CCC Chamisa is getting ground when it comes to nyaya yemayouth here? Because according to Energy Mutoli, he said that Citizens Coalition for Change Chamisa is actually performing better panyaya yemayouth compared to Zanu PF counterparts, whereby they are actually fighting and there are squabbles which are in Zanu PF regarding nyaya yemayouth, young men and women score more opportunities in Zanu PF, whereby these guys are supposed to be in it. They're supposed to be in it, but the future is not tomorrow. The future is right now. And so it's a time whereby Zanu PF needs to recruit as many young people as possible in parliament, kuma MPs, kuma councillors, so that my youth okwanisa kuonawo experience achionawo zvuta madhara kuti okay button red ndere green. And so same old zvataingona nguva yaMugabe zviya ndozvichichingoitika kuZanu PF. That's the reason why many young people are now turning themselves to a Citizens Coalition for Change. And at the same time, Chamisa is actually appealing more to the young people with the way he speaks, the way he talks, because he's using the street lingo, he's using that charisma to attract as many young people as possible, because he knows that by voters roll 2018 my youth in Duwanga Wanda, that was a large percentage. So as many youth as he can gain, there'll be a better chance for Citizens Coalition for Change to win my elections 2023. And so guys, munozona say ndonya kutendera pa social media is a tweet from Dr. Energy Mutodi. I know most of you still remember the man. Yes, he's still around, he's still there, and vane madegree awo ari kumadziro. And apa wataura zvinemusoro, wataura something that Zanu PF, I think if they read this, they will have to make an action, And but anyway, my by-elections are called March 26 are gonna show us a sample or a sample, yeah, a sample of what's gonna happen next year in 2023. And remember, 28 my parliamentary seats, there's 105 my council seats are up for grabs from 15 political parties. Not just Zanu PF and CCC only, but kune MGC Alliance, kune mapati akawanda, kune lead Linda Masarira again. She's also contesting in some constituencies. So I'm wondering there is tight competition there on March 26, 2022. And so we're going to keep you guys in the loop here on the road to 2023 general elections here on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. I just want to say thank you very much for listening and watching. We were talking a lot about nyaya ya energy mutori a tweet yawaisa nhasi yekuti Nelson Chamisa is gaining popularity because the Zanu PF old guard is fighting its own young men and women. My passionate plea is for Zanu PF to embrace its young people, take in new ideas, and remain in power beyond 2023. Will Zanu PF change? Will Zanu PF restructure its way of doing things? Because zvaingoitika nguva yamugabe ndo zvatiri kuti kuramba tichingoonawo zvakare. So amutoda kuti aiwa Zanu PF needs to take new ideas from young people. They need to embrace young people. They need to recruit young people into the cabinet, into the council seats. Nakunowa my youth achipuwa maposition maoffices yawo ikoko musorosoro noti kungoti chiramba chongoona vanhu vataingoona 1986 ndo vachingoripo nanhasi, vataingoona kuma 1992 ndo vachitongoona nanhasi. Where are the young people? The young people vanongodiwa kana yanguva yama-elections. The young people vanochingonzi awa ndo mayouth edu aya, but panenge pasina ma-opportunities avanenge vachipuwa. This is what Energy Mutodi is saying, that Chamisa is actually gaining popularity among the young people because he is appealing more to them. At the same time, if you manage to win my elections, when I see a youthful cabinet, so guys, this is road to 2023 elections here on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms. We'll be back next week because my by-elections are up March 26th. So we still have 2 or 3 episodes to go for my by-elections. After that, we're going to be focusing more on my general elections article next year, 2023, here on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also on Chamisa'S application. Our podcast is a Prince Miller podcast. So look for us on Chamisa'S and bless up. Remember to like, share, comment. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Road to 2023 general elections on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Bless up.
Election. Wakavhotera unosapota pati ipi wewe? Unosapota pati ipi? Uri pati ripi wewe? Uri pati ipi? Tiudze uri pati ipi?
Vabirira but tinowabata next time but vabirira team rabirira vabirira
birira ere wewe. Iwe 7 aita 10.
tawina
Takashanda. Takasenza tawina. So president kada vakati ichoka party so opundo no ka post imo mukati mumu tawina kuwinere tawina takasenza takawarowa tawina.